Welcome to Today on 2. It is Monday, the Monday after the time change.
And it is dark and it is rainy outside.
And
Yuck.
we're all sleepy.
I know. I could not go to sleep last night.
Well, it was an hour early.
I guess. I don't know. But I already went to bed an hour later than I normally do.
Yep.
And then at midnight, I'm still looking at the clock. I don't know what the deal was.
I don't know. But it was a great weekend.
It was.
The weather was perfect. A lot of events going on, things to do. And now we're back to Monday.
Oh, I know. Rainy day Mondays.
That's right. We'll see what's going on this week. Let's start with the weather forecast. Weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the weather almanac for the 11th of March. The average high temperature is 65. The average low is 38. The record high, 85 in 1974. The record low, 15 in 1998. Sunrise this morning in about a minute.
I know it hasn't gotten here yet, that's for sure.
Probably are not going to notice it this morning.
I don't think so.
As dark and rainy as it is. Sunset this afternoon at 6:52. There's the satellite picture, and not surprisingly, rain moving through our area. It looks like it's going all the way up to Canada. There you can see our part of the country. Here's our forecast for today. It'll be a cloudy, rainy, windy day. Temperatures falling to around 47 by late afternoon, all the way down to 33 by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we'll see sunshine, but still windy with a high of 53, 54 Wednesday, 56 Thursday, and then should be a great weekend coming up next weekend with highs around 70 degrees Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Fantastic.
Spring break for a lot of people. A lot of people headed to the beach.
Is that this week?
I don't know. Now that schools all have different times, it's hard to figure out.
Know?
You figure that city school, county schools, Wallace State, Alabama, and Auburn, it's just hard to figure out who has what when. They know.
Yeah, and I don't keep up with it. You know, when you don't have children in school, you don't keep up with it as well. So I don't know, but I guess it's going to start, if nothing else, soon.
Let's see. I do know that Auburn has spring break this week.
Okay.
Because I have an Auburn student that contacted me and said he would be home this week.
Okay.
So for whatever that is worth.
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess it is spring break all over then.
It is. That's right. Well, let's see. Do we have a Facebook friend of the day?
Suzette Kendall is our Facebook friend, and she likes to sing karaoke, and she likes... Okay, this is something I'm not familiar with. ETSY.com, maybe Paige knows about it. Etsy or ETSY.com. I don't.
We'll have to look it up and see what it's all about.
I wonder if that's similar to Pinterest and all these other different, websites.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. But anyway, so that's what she likes.
I just got to Facebook about a day and a half ago. And now that's old hat.
I know, it's old news, yeah. So.
Everybody that's in the know is doing something else.
That's true. Twitters and whatever else they do.
Right. That's right. Well, do you have anything over the weekend?
It was a good weekend, but we went out with some friends on Friday night. We'd like to meet them. They're from Florence, so we'd like to meet them in Decatur, because it's a good midway point. And then Saturday we were busy. I did some things, just did some shopping and stuff like that, and got some things cleaned around the house, and we did a little yard work, and so,
We did yard work too. Did Pancake Day Saturday morning.
I did not go to
Pancake Day.
Always
see a lot of people.
Yeah,
Big social event.
I missed Pancake Day. All of a sudden I'm trying to remember, what did I do on Saturday? Gosh, that was 2 whole days ago. Gee. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, let's see. On our program for today, George Spear is up next with news and commentary, so stay tuned.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Time for news and commentary on a Monday. Now, the Cullman Times telling folks that heads up, Hank Williams Jr. and Greg Allman are going to be joining Rock the South, that concert coming up this spring. Of course, Hank Williams Jr. is no stranger to Cullman. He lived here for a while. He lived here at a time when I was off in the military, so I don't know. I've heard several different stories about his time spent in Cullman. I don't know about Greg Allman. When I was looking at the picture, I realized we're all getting old. But he is a good musician, Greg Allman, and a good singer. Also, there is a story in Sunday's paper that calls me to pause for a moment and think, wait a minute, did I understand correctly when they told us that the Bass Hall of Fame was coming to Cullman and they had chosen us and get ready, get the 222 exchange ready because they want to have people to allow them quick access to get to the place, the planned site for it. Now check this out. In the Sunday Times it says the city, talking about Cullman, will cover the majority of construction costs, though the Hall of Fame is wrapping up a several-month fundraising drive to get $5 million. Hey, wait a minute. Sometimes you have to be careful because things aren't exactly the way you comprehend them to be. At least that's the way it was for me in this story. We got to do what? Raise money? Reminds me of the time that I was sent a letter saying, you got a Bell & Howell camera. All you have to do is come visit us for a few hours and listen to our sales pitch to buy some condos, timeshare condos. Lordy mercy, I never worked so hard in my life for just a little cheap camera. Never again, you understand? At any rate, of course, Friday we saw the story where local law enforcement, Kenny Culpepper, the city police, along with Mike Rainey, the sheriff of Cullman County, said they're not too happy about this state bill, Senate Bill 286 that allows more flexibility and more freedom for gun owners. In fact, going from a 1-year permit to a 5-year permit. What happens, they say, if someone gets in trouble within those 5 years? At least there's some sort of recourse if there's, in a 1-year situation. And one thing that Kenny Culpepper brought up, which is a good point, he said, you're going to allow people who go to a protest to carry weapons when you got two sides not very happy with each other? That could be disastrous. I know, and I think we all understand why the legislature wanted to do this, is to guarantee the Second Amendment rights, under our Constitution. But sometimes I think it might be going a little overhand, but then you have to remember, another thing, too, that's a factor here that was never mentioned. Gun permits that the sheriff sells, I forgot, they used to be $20, I believe, but I know they've gone up. That's an incredible amount of revenue that they use to buy sheriff's deputy cars and other things. I never could get any sheriff while I was in office, never could get any sheriff to tell me how much they made off gun permits. Now, if you go to a 5-year permit, And West Point, the great town of West Point, the volunteer fire department says we got to raise the costs. Those of you who live within that area know that the fire dues are going up to about $10, or will soon, $10. And one of the things that's really an issue is if you know where the fire station is in the middle of West Point there, you know that it's right along the access road that people use to go to school. Now what happens, let's say about 7:45 or so, when all kinds of people are coming in, kids driving cars and such, and they have to get out of that place. It's hard to exit out there onto a main thoroughfare for people to get to now. When it was years ago, when a lot of kids rode buses, it'd be different. But now you got a lot of kids that drive, and as a result, that's an issue to be dealt with. Something that I saw that was interesting, that the Army and the Marine Corps announced they're suspending enrollment in their tuition assistance program. In other words, military gives money to, provides funding for a young soldier, airman, Marine, whatever, to go to college, right? The tuition assistance program is being suspended. That's part of the thing of sequestration. One of the individuals says, well, this was a big recruiting tool. Well, I question that because I was in recruiting. Recruiting's okay, but for a lot of people, a lot of kids, moi included, the military was an escape. It was a place to go. I didn't want to pick tomatoes or work at King Fire canning plant the rest of my life. I didn't want to roll cigars, King Edward cigars. I certainly didn't want to go catch chickens in the middle of the night, for Ingram and some of the others. So the military was a great way out, and it wasn't. And I did use the tuition assistance program, but I don't know that that's a prime factor or the number one reason kids join the military. A lot of them just have esprit de corps, and they're patriotic and they want to do something for their country. They understand that. Nonetheless, this weekend there was a community kite festival in Huntsville. Now, whenever time I hear about a kite, I'm so reminded of the wonderful hours I would spend with my dad, who was a World War II veteran. He had been a kid without a mother. He had gotten into trouble as a kid, had to go to reform school in Birmingham. Reform school. If you don't know what that's about, then, partner, it's just a tough life for those kids that have to go there. They had a lot of pride in the things they would do. There was like a military unit. They'd march, they'd play instruments, a band and such. But my dad was never very sentimental, never very close. But whenever it came this time of year, he would reflect back to when his daddy taught him something, and that was how to build a kite. Go out there into the field, and you'd find a stick, some of those you commonly find. I don't know what they're called, but they're light enough, about that long. I think 2 or 3 of them, right? And then you'd take a newspaper my Aunt Vera or Uncle Thomas would have given us, and he would open it up. He'd mix flour with water, and I think there was something else in that mixture, and he would use that as paste. He taught me patience, because I thought, Lord, why can't we just go to Coons and spend $2 and get a kite, right? But this took probably over an hour, because once he had all those in place, and he had a string around the outside edge of sticks, then what he would do was he would put everything down, and it had to dry, right? And then we'd go outside, and we'd have a wonderful time. And that was just something that I thought was always kind of interesting. If you never have flown a kite, then obviously you've had too much to do. All right, stay tuned. More today on 2 after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Westminster Assisted Living.
It's like 5-star hotels.
service.
There's a full-service beauty salon, barbershop, library, and activity rooms, private dining room for personal and family entertaining, and a skylit 2-story atrium conversation area. Westminster Assisted Living also has a memory support care unit for residents with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Westminster Assisted Living. Come live with us.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Welcome back to Today on 2. It's time to give away our prizes. Let's see what we have on Monday. We have the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park, and we have 2 tickets to community concert. That is tomorrow night, the Prima Trio at the Betty Lee Thanes Theater at Wallace State College. We also have the Cajun Filet Biscuit from Bojangles. And we have a prize left over from last week, the gift certificate at Westminster.
Yes, it's $500 off your first month's rent, and it's a great deal. It lasts for a year, and it is, you can give it to somebody. Mm-hmm. So the recipient doesn't have to keep it. You can, pass it on to somebody. So maybe you have a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncles, anybody, friend that might need it. That would be a good thing.
Okay, those are the prizes. Let's look at our merchant ads, see what's new for this week, starting with Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them over 50 years for auto body repair and towing. You can count on them today. Mullins Body Shop.
And Barnett Tax Service, tax returns, electronic filing, and bookkeeping services, including the W-2s and 1099s, serving Coleman for over 41 years now. And, of course, she is located right there 1 block north of the post office at 402 Main Avenue.
The difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our door. Borden Family Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy, located on Highway 157.
Renard's Gallery and Gifts, where they have a great selection of jewelry and prints and gifts, some clothing, and they do a fantastic job of framing. Renard's Gallery and Gifts at 314 First Avenue.
Medical Arts Apothecary, a trusted part of your family for 50 years, family-owned business, offering personalized care, making a difference every day. Medical Arts Apothecary.
Fitness opportunities await you at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, and they've always got all kinds of activities, and Waid Harbison's going to be here today to talk about that. They've also got day passes available.
And Baldwin Counseling Center. Have problems, need to talk, want privacy? Help is a phone call away. Call Dr. Howard Rogers at Baldwin Counseling Center.
Auto Tech, where they do foreign and domestic repair and service to your vehicles. David Methman has moved to this new location right there in the Vinemont area beside Ridgemont Community Church. Auto Tech.
And here's the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen, the Mint Oreo cookies and Cool Mint and Creamy Vanilla Soft Serve. That's Dairy Queen's blizzard of the month for the month of March. Question for today, which advertiser has daily specials including flat tire repair and a discount on oil changes? Which advertiser are we talking about?
That's
Should
easy.
be a pretty easy question. They have a different special every day of the week, including flat tire repair and a discount on oil changes. Let's see if we can remember the prizes. We have the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park.
Right.
We have the Cajun Filet Biscuit at Bojangles.
Right.
We have concert tickets for tomorrow night's community concert,
right,
and the $500 certificate at Westminster.
Yeah, got some nice prices. Come on,
Good
guys.
prizes
Just, even
for
if you don't
today.
know for sure, give us a call and take a guess.
And a reminder, when you call in, turn down the volume on your television set, listen to the telephone.
Right.
The timing's a little bit different there.
Right.
Our phone number, 256-734-7399. We have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling? Who's calling? Hello, who's calling?
This is Daphne.
And from where are you calling?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the answer to our question? Who has the daily specials?
People's Tires.
Okay, People's Tires is the right answer. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Now you can see the problem we have when you're listening to the television and not listening to the telephone.
Right. Yeah.
Please listen to the telephone.
Turn your TVs down and talk to us on the phone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, she got the right answer, People's Tires. Let's look at that ad and the rest of our merchant ads. Starting with Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers welcome, books on sale each and every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing right here in Coleman. Best businessmen's top coats right now are third off. He does have regular sizes and the big and tall sizes.
Tires for Less, more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks and brakes replaced. See Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
And Barnett Tax Service does tax returns, electronic filing, and bookkeeping services, including the W-2s and the 1099s. No appointment is necessary. And of course, you can do direct deposit, debit card, or pick up your refund check at the office or have it mailed to your home.
Get smitten. I like that. Get smitten at Uniform Place. New styles and brands arriving for the season. That must be a brand, right? Smitten?
Must be. I've never heard of that one before. And of course, the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for emergency vehicles if you're traveling down the road. They have large and small towing available, local or long distance. Earl's Body Shop.
Cups Accounting and Tax Service. Quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much. They will file personal, business, corporate, or farm tax returns with free e-filing. Cups Accounting.
Gates Chance Christian Bookstore. It's the heavenly gift that fits the season. Experience God's message this Easter. Go on in there and check out all the wonderful experiences that you can discover for Easter at Gates Chance Christian Bookstore.
And here's People's Tires with the daily specials. The flat tire repair, of course, is today, every Monday on passenger and light truck tires. That's at People's Tires on Catherine Street.
And spring blooms with colors of Sorelli are arriving at Doug Doggett Jewelers. They have all kinds of great selection. This is a wonderful hot seller for them. They've got a fantastic display.
And those are the merchant ads we have for today. We do have a few birthdays to talk about. People celebrating on the 11th of March.
Let's take a look at that. Jesse Thomas has a birthday along with Roger Stewart and Seth Blair. And, of course, their name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And coming up next, we'll find out what's going on with the City Park and Recreation Department. Waid Harbison is here, and we'll talk to Waid right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Welcome back to Waid Harbison with the City Park and Recreation Department. Hi, Waid.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Any problem getting up today?
It was a little difficult, I'll tell you. After spending such a good day, yesterday was a lot of fun. It was nice and sunny outside, and I spent all day outside, and I just thought, well, everything's great. And I woke up this morning with it raining, so it was pretty hard to get up this morning.
It's always just, you want to snuggle in bed. That's
you do. Yeah. You do. When it's gray outside, it's not fun to get up.
No, definitely. Well, especially on Monday.
For people who have absolutely nothing to do, you're the expert. What is there to do?
Yes, there's a lot to do, I'll tell you, and I couldn't even go through the list of them, but our Parks and Recreation is really gearing up. With it being a great weekend this past weekend, I hope a lot of people are kind of out and about, but I saw a lot of people playing disc golf at Heritage Park on our new disc golf course, a lot of people at Hurricane Creek Park, a lot of people getting antsy about our outdoor pools opening at the Aquatic Center. We have a lot of people that have been swimming inside, just excited to get outside, so we got a lot of people, getting ready for summer, and that's good. We've got a yard sale and craft fair coming up actually this month in March, though, and it's going to be March the 23rd at Heritage Park. And this is a huge community-wide yard sale. If you're familiar with these kind of events, last year we had one in September, and it was a great success. That was probably our biggest one yet. We probably had about 90 vendors and people set up. Yeah, and it was interesting. You had all kinds of things at this yard sale and craft fair, and I'll tell you, it was funny. There was a lot of great things. There really was, and there was a lot of interesting things, too. But the first thing that I noticed when I walked into Heritage Park in September of last year is that someone had a chicken coop set up selling chickens.
Oh.
Live chickens. And I thought, well, that's interesting. But, you know, it was just funny. But, you know, it's interesting. A lot of stuff you can find at a yard sale. You never know what people are going to show up and bring. But we encourage you to bring whatever you want to. You know,
Did the chickens get loose?
No, they did not. They did not. But they were walking around and everything. It was funny.
If you bring live animals, is there a restriction as to how big they can be?
Well, you know, I wouldn't imagine that we would encourage live animals. But if you brought them, you know, they were cooped up and everything, so it wasn't too big of a problem.
Well, good.
But like I said, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of great vendors there. A lot of them got rid of a lot of, you know, stuff. A lot of people are looking for a good place to get rid of some stuff, make a little money off of it. Great place. And I tell you, the thing that makes the yard sale there so big and busy is, you know, we've got the baseball tournaments going on there during the day. Soccer is going on as well, so you got a lot of traffic through the park.
Well, in fact, my husband went to Lowe's on Saturday, and he said he could not find a place to park.
Right.
Because everybody from the park was parked at the
Lowe's
Lowe's parking lot.
Because there's an overflow.
Yeah, because there was so much going on at the park.
Right, exactly. So that's great because a lot of people are looking, you know, somewhere, maybe if your house is kind of out in the county or wherever it may be, and you're wanting to hold a yard sale, this is a great place to do it because the traffic through here is just going to be great. So it'll be Saturday morning, March 23rd, and if you want more information, we've got booths available for 15 by 15 foot spaces. They can call Heritage Park, which 256-739-9931, and they can hook you up with all the details and ins and outs of that.
Very good.
Yes.
Now, normally you guys do an Easter egg hunt, but you've opted not to this year, right?
We do. Normally, for about the past 15 years, we've done the flashlight Easter egg hunt at Heritage Park, one of our most fun events. It's always free to the public. 50,000 Easter eggs, you know, it's a lot of fun for the kids. So it's a big event, a lot of fun. You can't miss the eggs, you know, they're all over the place. Yeah. But it's a fun event. We're sorry that we're not going to be able to do it this year, and really the decision to do that was just based on there's a lot of other opportunities in the community, a lot of other Easter egg hunts you can get involved with. So we just encourage everybody, you know, try one of those out. Right. A lot of things going on in the community. We just don't want to duplicate too many services.
Sure.
And with that, we're kind of just going to try to offer new programming, you know, just do some new things, fresh things that maybe are not offered right now. And one of the things specifically we're going to do later on this year in September is hold a Wing Fest, and this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do that actually the day of the fair parade. And so basically that's going to be, you've seen these maybe before, like in large cities. Chicago does one. There's a lot of big things, but it'll be like a wing cook-off, and there'll be a kids zone, fun things. It'll be around the fest hall area right there at Depot Park. A lot of really big activities will go on with that, some cook-offs, other events and activities, that kind of thing. Live music, so it'll be a lot of fun. That'll be held in September, and we'll have some more details to come on that later.
Okay, yeah. All kinds of stuff, though, always going on at the park. I'm just always amazed.
Always, all the time. Just check out, we've actually got a new activity guide coming out at the beginning of April, so if you are wondering about anything we've got going on at any of our parks facilities, from gymnastics, the senior center, the aquatic center, Heritage Park, there's just so much going on. So take a look at our activity guide. It'll come out the first week in April, and you can find one at any of our parks or facilities.
Right. And I just completed the Defender of the Equalizer class for the women Defender.
Yes. Yes.
And that was, of course, held at the well, no, it was held at the aquatic center.
Or the aquatic center.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
And so, but there's just, it's a great facility.
It is.
If you haven't been out there, you need to just go and look around.
Absolutely.
And day passes, in case you're not sure if you want them monthly.
$10 for a day pass. Come try it out. See if you like it, you know, and if you do like it and you end up, some people buy membership the same day they bought a day pass, and we can actually credit your account for that and give you a little discount on that membership for that. So come just try it out. Absolutely.
Very good. Thanks, Waid, for being
here. Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me this morning.
We'll have more of Today on 2 right after this.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side. Selling cookies is about
the big picture. You have to have a goal. A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world. We choose where the money goes. A trip. An adventure. Helping people out. Helping a lot of people out. And about the money. We are responsible for it. Handling it, managing it, tracking it, doing great things with it. This is business. Girl business. The biggest girl-run business in the world. Did you think this was just about cookies?
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Wallace State Singers present music of the 50s and 60s on Thursday, March the 14th through Saturday, March the 16th at 7 o'clock at the Burroughs Center Recital Hall. Tickets are just $5 for children and $7 for adults. And a rummage sale will be taking place at First United Methodist Church. The United Methodist Women are having their annual rummage sale on Friday, March the 15th from 7 to 4 and Saturday, March the 16th from 8 until noon. Proceeds benefit the local nonprofit agencies. Alabama Mountain Games is going to take place on March the 15th through the 17th. The Boogie Bottoms in Cleveland, Alabama. Weekend passes are $25. Children are under 12 are free. The Alabama Mountain Games is focused on promoting both environmental and recreational conservation across the state of Alabama. And if you have a billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman, and spell out the number 2.
Weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. A cloudy, windy, rainy day today. 100% chance of rain. Look out the window. You can see it. Temperatures falling. 47 by late afternoon. 33 by this time tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, sunny and windy once again with a high around 53. And we're going to talk to somebody tomorrow about one of our community billboards.
Yes, Beth Montgomery's going to be here to talk about First United Methodist rummage sale that they've got going on. So that'll be good because there's another way of getting, picking up on some really good bargains and helping out the local nonprofit community. So, yeah.
That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
I hope you have a great day despite the rain.